This review was made possible by contributions from viewers like you.
Way up in the trees lived the Monchhichis. They love to laugh and play, have a happy, happy day.
Okay, baby, I'm ready for my special review.
Yeah, about that. I tried getting a costume for it, but it didn't arrive in time, and now I have to compromise, but I'm not sure you'll like it.
Aww, we were gonna get all dressed up for this one like last year's Trolls review.
I know, I'm sorry. I just hope that this is okay.
Whew, that is so much better than okay.
Still got it. Anyway, Monchhichis.
Way up in the trees lived the
Have I mentioned what a wonderful, beautiful paradox my lady is? She'll turn her nose up at traditionally girly things like Barbie and the color pink in general, but show her something soft and squishy like the Hug-a-Bunch or the Moon Poofs from Mune, and get ready for squeeing. She loved the Monchhichi dolls when she was a kid, which is why we're looking at their short-lived animated series from 1983. And it's hardly surprising that the show didn't last long, considering the source material.
Here's Happy Monchhichi Girl Doll Puppet.
Smile, you've got me.
And here's Happy Monchhichi Boy Doll Puppet.
Wow. This show had so little to work with, this franchise didn't even have any established characters. Just girl puppet and boy puppet. And the only difference between the two is that one of them is wearing a bow in their hair. Oh, hi, Pac-Man. To be fair, though, the opening theme song for the cartoon is a little catchy.
Way up in the trees lived the Monchhichis. They love to laugh and play, have a happy, happy day.
And the title for the first episode is Tickle Pickle? You just love watching me squirm, don't ya?
In more ways than one.
We open on our villains, the Grumplins, who are in a Viking ship that's flying. How the hell is that ship flying?
It's an airship.
We then meet one of our main characters, Moncho, and his girlfriend, Kyla. Moncho's a bit of a show-off.
A deep leap and a triple wall? Whoa! No, nothing's too good for Moncho's girl.
I hope you caught that. That'll be the only piece of dialogue in the entire show that suggests that these two are an item. I know that Star Wars was still the biggest thing in the world at the time, and every show and movie afterwards was doing the Han and Leia thing, but there needs to be something to indicate that they actually like each other. We then jump over to the Happy Works, where we find this character named Patchett, voiced by the leader of the Decepticons himself, Frank Welker, trying to get this other monkey keychain thing named Thumpy out of his hair.
Why don't you play somewhere else? Wow, oh boy, you bet. Yippee, okay. Not fair. Don't fool around with the rainbow cover, Fuller.
So that's how the Happy Works work. Do I really need to say anything? Yeah, hump something and then rainbows magically splooge out? You're all thinking the same thing! Then they get attacked by the Grumplins in their flying ship. Again, I ask, how the hell is that ship flying?
It's an airship.
After a devastating barrage of tomatoes, the Grumplins are very easily defeated, but the Happy Works is left out of commission.
Oh, no problem. I can fix everything. Yay! Except the tickle crystal. Oh, no! What's tickle crystal? It's It's the energy source that powers the entire system. Without the tickle crystal, the Happy Works won't work and we won't be happy.
Oh boy, where to start with this? 1. What exactly does the Happy Works manufacture? Okay, happiness, fine. But what are they doing to make happiness? Rainbows? Why do you need a tickle crystal to make rainbows? 2. What even is a tickle crystal? And what does it do? Do you tickle it? Does it tickle you? What does this thing have to do with rainbow production? 3. These little monkey monstrosities look like they're perfectly capable of being happy on their own. They don't need a rainbow factory for this. 4. How the hell is that ship flying?
It's an airship.
That doesn't make sense, and you know it. They figure that the only person who can help is the Wizar.
Pay no attention to those signs. All you have to do is knock and...
Yeah, and fall right in.
I am the Wizard, ruler of Monchhichis. Who are you?
Oh my god, I am calling so much bullcrap here. The Wizard is voiced by Frank Nelson, and that's how you introduce him? You're supposed to knock on the door, then he pokes his head out and says, "Yes?" After navigating through this Salvador Dali nightmare, they're told to go to Ha Ha Hollow to get a new tickle crystal, and the Grumplins' leader, Horg, figures that if he gets to the tickle crystals first, he can take over all of Monchhichis. And he wants to take over Monchhichis because bad guy. Seriously, as far as I can tell, the Monchhichis occupy just this small handful of trees, while the rest of the world is more or less Grumplin. Why does he need this speck of territory which holds no established tactical significance? Standing in the way of the Monchhichis and their quarry are all kinds of dangers, like...
Oh, no! It's a carnivorous cat plant!
A carnivorous cat plant? Why is there a carnivorous cat plant?
Because it sounds better than Pussy Willow?
Joining our heroes on their quest for tickle crystals is this little Bonchi baby named Thumpy. I have no idea what his relationship to anyone else here is, and as such, I have no idea why they let him hang around them.
Wow, oh boy, you bet. Yippee, okay. Oh, it's buzzing. Why is it buzzing? Oh, is it friends with us? It looks like a dragon wasp. Hey, Moncho, Patrick, there's something wrong. Oh, you better come quick. Oh, you better come quick. It looks like trouble.
Ugh. I get that there's usually a child character in shows like this that the audience is meant to identify with, but does he have to be this annoying?
Hey, you can't make fun of him. He's cute, and he's sweet, and he has a speech impediment.
Oh, trust me, I'll be the first to sympathize with any character who has a speech problem, but this guy just makes me want to step on him.
You know, you're not doing a very good job of showing me how thankful you are for me.
I'll be good.
Say you're sorry to Thumpy.
Sorry, Thumpy.
What was that?
I'm sorry, Thumpy.
That's better.
The Grumplins take all the tickle crystals and capture our heroes.
That'll hold you.
Excuse me. You're welcome.
Oh, Tutu, why didn't you keep it?
It didn't belong to me.
No! No! When your captor locks you up and leaves the key in the lock, you don't give the key back to him, especially for something as stupid as, "It didn't belong to me!" Come on! Ugh. They managed to escape and make off with the tickle crystals thanks to the help of a dragon wasp. I know, just run with it. They fix the Happy Works, everything's back to normal, and that's more or less the formula of the entire show. Moncho and Kyla bicker, Patchett laughs at absolutely nothing, Wizard doesn't do anything funny, Funky never shuts the hell up, and the Grumplins cause some kind of trouble that's so inconsequential that you can't even take them seriously as villains at all. And that last point is especially disappointing when we learn that the Monchhichis used to be Grumplins themselves.
My changer chamber here will transform you back into a cute, charming, little Monchichi.
Man, that is so weird. It's revealed in a later episode that without the Happy Works, the Monchhichis revert back into Grumplins, and apparently Snogs here had already been a Monchichi himself at some point. Why would anyone build the Happy Works if it does nothing but apparently turn Grumplins into Monchhichis? It's not like the Gremlins don't know what happiness is, so why would they even think of doing that?
Hold it, Yabbit. We gotta practice our comedy routine for tonight's show.
Do the Gremlins consider the Monchhichis to be abominations against the natural order of things? Are they traitors to their race? There's a lot of room for some really interesting interplay between these two cultures, but the show does nothing with it.
Thank goodness we Grumblers all look alike.
That's racist. So yeah, each episode is more or less just half an hour of, hee, look at the silly monkey!
I can hear somebody coming. Can you? There's somebody coming from up there on top of the hill. I can hear them coming. I think they're coming for. Shh.
An extra bowl of gruel to the Grumplin who finds the intruders.
No sneeze, please, Tutu.
I'm okay, Munchie.
Yes?
Nothing.
Is there something you want to share with us, Mr. Show?
No.
Oh, no. I insist. If you have something to say, share it with the whole class.
If you insist.
What are you laughing at? That's a perfectly normal sneeze.
Horg, come quickly. I heard it. I heard something down there.
And it sounded perfectly normal, too.
I hate you with every inch of my body.
So the Monchhichis get into all kinds of wacky shenanigans, like fighting a cookie that's been brought to life and has the same powers as the Wizard. Can't they just call him the Wizard? And for some reason, this particular episode has quite a few questionable moments.
I get it, Tutu. Okay, let me get. Don't worry, I get all the good stuff so you can make it real good and gooey. Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. We're gonna surprise the Wizard by going up to the back door.
You can put it in the bowl while I find the mixer.
It stopped working. That's not helping either. Let's jump ahead to the final episode, Charm Alarm. If anything in this show is legitimately charming and not just saccharine, I might be alarmed too. We find the Monchhichis looking through some ancient ruins, and no, they never establish who left these ancient ruins, for some kind of Eye of the Pyramid, and the Gremlins are looking for it too. Why? Because they have nothing better to do. Yes, they say that Wizard told them that it has some magical properties or something, but if it's so powerful, why doesn't he get it himself?
We'll trip him up and whoop. Hey, watch it, Gunker. You watch it.
Ugh. Peter Cullen, ladies and gentlemen. You watch it and roll out. For some reason, Snogs brought along Horg's bad luck charm in order to help them retrieve the eye, but he loses it, and then it only gives good luck to Tutu here. I know that they're the bad guys, so they're only supposed to want bad things, but nobody wants bad luck. Why would he want this thing if it only gives him bad luck? After finding the eye and tangling with a tribe of ROUSs, seriously, how do they get back to Monchia?
Everybody.
Rob!
Fine. Say it.
They get back through the power of Must Be a Bomb Show! So that was the Monchhichis, and it's pretty clear why the show only lasted a single season. The animation is bland, the villains lack any motivation beyond, I'm the bad guy. Our protagonists are one-dimensional and forgettable, at best. The in-universe use of technology and magic is confusing. There's no overall narrative to keep us hooked. And the whole Monchhichi versus Grumplin dynamic is just wasted potential. It could have been more explored upon, like the whole dynamic between the Mystics and the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, but they do nothing with it. But then again, considering that the show had literally nothing to go off of, I guess I really can't say I'm surprised.
You know, you're not being very nice to this show that I like.
And I wasn't very nice to the Hug Bunch either, but you still love me after that, right? Blink, 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 blinkety, blink, blink, blink.
Yeah, you're right. I love you. Besides, when it reaches America, there's still Monchhichi Tribe to look forward to.
Monchhichi what?
What's happening, my Chi-Chi friends?
I don't know what's up with Bella today. She's acting very strange. Oh! That's really not funny. Everyone at the ready? Yeah!
Oh, crap. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me.
The only way of loving me, baby, is to pay a lovely fee.
Just one night, give me just one night.
There's no way, 'cause you can't pay.
In the name of love. One night in the name of love.
You crazy fool, I won't give in to you.
Don't leave me this way. I can't survive without your sweet love. Oh baby, don't leave me this way.
You'd think that people would have had enough of silly love songs.
I look around me and I see it isn't so.
Some people want to fill the world with silly love songs.
Well, what's wrong with that? I'd like to know. 'Cause here I go again. Love lifts us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high.
Love makes us act like we are fools. Throw our lives away for one happy day.
We can be heroes just for one day.
You will be me.
No, I won't.
And I'll drink all the time.
We should be lovers.
We can't do that.
We should be lovers, and that's a fact.
Though nothing will keep us together,
we could steal time just for one day. We can be heroes forever and ever. We can be heroes forever and ever. We can be heroes just because I will always love you. Can't help loving.
how wonderful life is. Now you're in love. You're gonna be bad for business, I can tell.
There's a serious imbalance in the natural order.
Man, Star Wars would have been a very different movie if this guy was Obi-Wan.
Ben? Ben Kenobi?
Yeah?
Subscribe.